Hi everyone. I'd like to share with you a reading that I did today, which includes messages from my three favorite oracles, as usual: the Tarot, Lenormand, and the I Ching, which is an ancient Chinese oracle. By the way, the decks that I'm using are the Crystal Unicorn Tarot, Sofia, Rito, Lenormand, and the Tao Oracle, for those of you that love to work with decks. And please keep in mind that this is a message for the collective, so it might not be exactly for you, but for another person that watches this video, what I suggest is that if you, by listening to this reading, feel that it's resonating with your situation, maybe it's indeed for you, just trust your intuition and let it tell you if the message is for you or not, okay? So that being said, I'm going to start off just by showing you the cards that I got from the bottom of the decks. This is usually for me the current energy that is, or the topic of what we are talking about. And this makes me feel, with the clouds cards in Lenormand, makes me feel that you are feeling either very confused about something, possibly at work, that's the feeling that I'm getting from all the other cards, and that you are upset about something. Maybe because someone, you or another person in this situation, is trying to make things right, trying to balance things. Maybe someone did something wrong and the other person, either you or another person, wants to make things right and balance things again. And I have the impression that you might be acting a bit impulsively, okay, with this energy from the I Ching, a bit, and being a bit impatient regarding the situation. So let's see a bit better what we're talking about here. We have the Nine of Pentacles, the Hanged Unicorn, or the Hanged Man in traditional tarot, the Five of Wands, the Emperor, and the Five of Swords. And I'm just going to show the Lenormand cards. We have the Anchor, the Snake, the Whip, and the Tower. So to start off, we have two cards which have the number 5. So this to me speaks about a very chaotic energy, things changing, okay, and conflicts right away. So what I get, the impression I get from these cards is that I'm mostly getting the feeling that this is at work, but it can be also with a group of people, friends, things like that, just interaction with people in general. I have the impression that you are experiencing some kind of conflict with other people, okay? These two together really make me think of a conflict. And there might be some, and competition as well. And a bit of aggression as well. Maybe someone is being aggressive with their words or even in their actions. And this might have to do with someone with authority, maybe your boss or a manager or an Aries person, or someone that is very dominating in their energy. It can be you or it can be another person. This is someone that is right in the middle of this situation. And I have the feeling that you are currently trying to isolate yourself with the Tower here from Lenormand, which is often about isolation between people. It's like one person is here on the top of the tower and the other is down below. And with these two together, the Nine of Pentacles and the Tower, makes me feel like you are trying to stay away from this conflict or trying to isolate yourself from this situation, even if just mentally, and you are trying to get some insight regarding this, and you are trying to get a break from it. You are cutting yourself off from the action with the hanged unicorn. We see they are not grounded on the earth. They decided to place themselves up in the tree and remove themselves from the action of the situation. So I feel that you are trying to take a break from this, even just mentally, and trying to maybe see what the other people will be doing, what will be their next step in this situation. And you're trying to deal with this situation like this. I feel that there's the stability, your own stability, physical stability, even, or just in your work, because the anchor can be about work situations, is being there are difficulties coming up that are threatening this stability, even at your work, or even your own stability as a person. Okay, so I asked the I Ching for advice, and we got two cards. The first one is an energy of modesty. It's the 15th hexagram or chapter in the I Ching. This is a beautiful energy which, when we think about it elementally speaking, because the I Ching works with the elements of nature, we see here that the mountain is below the earth, which is a weird image, right? Usually the mountain is on top of the earth. But this means that the mountain, metaphorically, we can imagine a person that has a big presence, like the mountain is very, either they are very big physically or spiritually, they are very wise. Usually the mountain represents wisdom. Or they have a big intelligence, big presence, big influence, and they are usually very imponent, or they can be imponent, have a very big presence. But in this situation, as an advice, the I Ching is telling us to remain modest, like a mountain below the earth, like a mountain hidden below the earth, and not showing off its biggest attributes, right? So apparently in this situation, we are being advised to not show our biggest strengths, okay? Being more modest, being more humble, also being more moderate in our actions, not being very extremist, right? And also we have this beautiful energy of the joyous hexagram 58 from the I Ching, which talks about the elements are two lakes, one on top of the other. And in the I Ching cosmology, this trigram, the lake, it's often represented by a mouth open, an open mouth, which means people talking, right? And with two people talking, it's like this hexagram talks about several people talking, and with a friendly vibe, okay? So, and as an advice, which is something that we easily can think of when we think of a lake, right? On a lake, when we are around the lake, everybody's joyfully interacting with each other. The environment is peaceful, looks peaceful and beautiful. So it's usual to, it's easily, we can easily imagine people talking and interacting easily around the lake. So this is the advice I feel we need to, in this situation, bring the best goodwill and friendly conversations, and to be open to others, being receptive to others' experiences and ideas and opinions. Okay, this is the advice. But obviously, trust your own intuition. Compare what this message is telling you with your own intuition and what common sense tells you about your situation. Okay, I'd appreciate if you give a like to this video, and if it makes sense to you, please subscribe. I will keep doing these kinds of videos and other videos about spirituality. Bye bye.